Do to everyone. Lord Jesus Christ. It's April 15th, 2025. Gilles de Saint Jean in chapter 13 verses 21 to 38. You are relevant. Start again the Holy Week, which will lead us to the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Once you have finished reading the text. Text of the day, John chapter 13 verse 21 to 38. And Peter's denial? What is offered to us according to the Catholic liturgical calendar verses 34 and 35 are omitted for drawing only for liturgical reasons. 2 points will be the subject of our meditation. The first point, the traitor, verses 21 to 30. In there we will see the stone intelligence announcement. To better understand the message he conveys to us vehicle. Not from the feet of his disciples, and as his passion approaches, Jesus makes crucial announcements in it. Large capital of this text. Help us understand. 21 to 30. Well, by the knowledge that one of his disciples, the book is Jesus, is troubled in spirit as the man God. Make an announcement and get an immediate reaction. There are disciples who look at each other and wonder who it could possibly be. Pierre Leaf Ham Swan, you know the intimacy with the Lord of their income, the name. And the sign is this. I hesitate to dip a piece of bread in the same dish as Judas and give it to him. Faced with an act of betrayal or an act of any evil, it is not always necessary to speak freely. Rather, it is wiser to notify the culprit and try to bring him back on the right path. Jesus' final instructions to his disciples. Warned to take action, Jesus takes advantage of this time to deliver to his disciples one of the most important teachings of his earthly life, which can be summarized in 4 points. That God had begun, and this glorification was to reach its climax through the death and resurrection of Jesus. God was thus glorified in Jesus by the accomplishment of his will and well. Second point, therefore section that of the last instructions of Jesus to his disciples. Sad that waits for us to take the first step to find it. This is a new commandment. It is often presented as the third commandment after the second, i.e., you shall love your neighbor as yourself, and the first, and even your God with all your heart. Triple of Jesus Christ, you can read a stone. Verse 22. Jesus the same, but showed us the example by these acts and facts until giving his life as a ransom for our salvation. We want to come, resurrect and rise to the Father. How to walk where he was going. Yahoo, where he's going next. Come judgment tells us Hebrew. Year of his death, and tells him that he is ready to follow him anywhere at this moment. He does not yet have the necessary spiritual dispositions to fulfill his promise. Stone, of course, because during the arrest of Jesus, Stone fainted to the point of denying him. The apostles to understand it well and follow Jesus if we want to meet Christ in glory in thee.